Hello again, twice in one day. Ha. um, yeah, I'm just still thinking about what happened with that comment, and 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 I'm really thinking about like how we admit that we're wrong, and how hard it is to admit that you're wrong, or to see it. Let's just say that, to see it first. Um, when you are an addict of any kind, you're very selfish, and admitting that you're wrong is, for me, was almost impossible, right? How could I be wrong? I was perfect. I was so smart. I was, yeah, I was so full of shit. Is what it was, right? And and so after sobering up and cleaning myself up, getting out of the gutter, um, I start to learn from others that admitting we're wrong as soon as we see it, right? And that's the key: is once you see it, you have to admit it. You have to admit that you made mistakes. You have to admit that you don't know everything. You have to admit someone else was right, right? Like that's just how it is. And and at first it's really tough. It's really tough to do that. The ego gets in there and will not let you do it. And then, as you start to learn more about life and about how to accept things, and how humility works, it starts to become easier to admit that you're wrong. And now for me, honestly, like as soon as I see it, as soon as somebody points it out that I've shit the bed, um, I admit it. I just admit it, right? I don't try to fight it, um, because I'm not all knowing and all powerful and the smartest person in the world, like I used to be when I was an addict. Um, I'm just a normal person that makes stupid mistakes, and even with good intentions, right? You can still make stupid mistakes, and you have to be willing to admit it. And that's the humility part comes up. Um, yeah. So that's what it is. So going forward, again, just like I said in the previous video from today, I I'm gonna just watch what I say a lot closer. Um, I could take my face off the videos and just have you staring out into space, and do it anonymously and all that kind of stuff. But it's just, I don't have that set up right now. The only thing I have right now is a talking head, and that's me. This is the talking head you get to watch. So I kind of have to run with what I have, and so that means I have to make some changes to just how I talk about stuff, right? And what I talk about. I'm still going to talk about sobriety and health, right? Food, water, grounding, barefoot shoes, not drinking, why it's important to not drink and use drugs, like how that changes your life and your perception in life and all the things you do, right? It changes all that stuff. Um, like, again, when we admit that we're not right all the time, then we can admit that we can change things. And by doing that, especially when you get out of your addiction, that means you can change how you live, right? And that means you can do things differently. So examples of that are, when I was in my addiction, the only time I rode my bike is when I had an impaired charge and I couldn't drive. And pretty much all I did on my bicycle was either ride to work or ride to the beer store or to my dealer's place to get drugs. That's it, right? Before my addiction, I used to ride my bike for fun. After my addiction, I now ride my bike for fun. Right? Before my addiction, I used to go in my canoe, paddle around, have a good time. During my addiction, I didn't have time to paddle my canoe. Right? My addiction was in full swing, taking over my life. Took over my life, and after my addiction, I now take my canoe out and go paddle around. I'm back to running. I can't run near as far as I used to. My ankle's still giving me a little bit of trouble, but I used to love running before my addiction. During my addiction, no running. Maybe from the cops. That's about all I would run from. Now I go and I run for fun. Me and the dog go for a walk. So we walk a bit, we run a bit. We walk a bit, we run a bit. And over the last few months, I'm actually running more and more and walking less and less. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I want, right? And build myself up where I can run for an hour, and then maybe 2, and then 3, and we'll see how it goes. But it all starts by admitting we're wrong. It all starts by being able to admit that we made a mistake. And that's what reminded me today. That's why I'm doing this video again after I put out that last one, short one. I'm putting this out because I had to admit that I was an idiot and I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and that I needed help from others. Right? Because I wasn't the smartest, bestest person in the world. Right? I was an addict. Full-blown lying, cheating, stealing addict. And I admitted I was wrong, and by doing that, I actually got help, and I got out of that cycle of shit. And the comment I got and I read, it offended me at first because I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. When I looked into it further and I thought about it, and I was doing something completely wrong. And so I admitted it right away. As soon as I saw it, I admitted it, and now I'm moving on. And again, I really appreciate their comment. That's why I want you guys to comment, because I am an idiot sometimes. And I need you guys in the comment section to call me out on my shit. Right? Just call me out on my shit. That's what it is. If it offends me a bit, so be it. Right? I might say some things that offend others on this channel. So, and comment, tell me I'm an idiot. I'm fine with that. I can take some hits, right? Again, back when I was an addict, I would be just wicked mad, right? Like, cause you offended me. But no, it's fine. Everybody has their own opinions, right? Everybody has their own thing. I really just don't want to do anything to hurt the organizations that helped me so much. Right? So I'm gonna really stick with that. So I really love it. I really love it, and I'm so happy to be able to help out and do what I can. And I want all of you guys to do that. I want you all to enjoy that. If you're struggling with addiction right now, reach out and get some help. There's all kinds of places to get help. You can get some help. If you want, you can come down and see me on Tuesday nights in Grandview, Manitoba. I'd love to see you. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because I can't say anything else. Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. So, Grandview, Manitoba. Kinsman Center. Come down, hang out with us. We always have a good time. Laugh, cry, shoot the shit. It's always a good time. Yeah, it's just that admitting that we're wrong, right? And then we change our lives. And the changing of our lives is amazing. I do so much stuff now that I couldn't do it when I was an addict, right? When I thought I was the king shit. I talk to people of all different styles and colors and creeds and religions and all that stuff, and I have a great time communicating with them and sharing our differences, right? Like, again, we all have different ways of thinking and acting, and it's so humbling to listen to other people and see and learn from them and grow, right? Yeah, I'm just feeling bad that I did that I made that mistake, right? And but I have to move on. It is what it is. I would erase all of those videos and all that stuff, but it's my mistake. I'll just live with it, move on, do something different moving forward, and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't get a ton of views anyway, so it's not like I got thousands and thousands of people watching these videos, right? There's a core 1 or 2 people that watch. Like, it's not very much, you know. I think my longest video, the most people I have is 38 people that have watched one video, right? So usually it's 2, 3, 5, maybe 5 people. I'm very lucky. I got 6 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing for a talking head with no real good background, or, you know, like, and I'm just starting out, so I don't really know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing or what works properly or anything like that. I'm just trying to create a community on here of people that are trying to change their lives in a positive way, and give you guys some advice, maybe give you guys some ways to think about things differently. That's what I'm trying to do. I hope you all have a really, really great day, and I know I learned a lot again today about myself. And I hope you all learned more about yourselves. Please comment, right? The comment is what changed my view and changed the way I'm going to do videos going forth. And all it took was one comment, right? So if you're watching, one of the 4 or 5 people that watch my videos, please comment. You know, I know it's kind of tough sometimes to put words down, or might seem like a waste of time, but it really helps me out, you guys. Like, it really, really helps me out with growing this channel, learning what you guys want, what you don't want. Again, if I'm making a mistake and I'm full of shit or something, just call me out on it, right? It's the best thing you can do. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow or the next day.